Hello there, I'm Sorvesteon, and this is a taming guide for the Elite Turtle Mount in Parnas Coast, Lahav. If we open up the bestiary, it'll tell us that we need a mark in order to tame it, and we can get the recipe for that mark from Scallion, the crab boss, in Cavern of the Vale. You will find Scallion here, in the East Gate control room as you progress through the main waterway area of the dungeon. As you progress through this area, you will have to activate a series of waterway switchgears, each of which will open a random door. In order to face Scallion, you will need the switches to open the square door. If the switches do not open the square door, then you will most likely end up progressing along this other path and facing the other boss in the central gate control room. The other thing you should know is that you will not encounter Scallion on story mode. In order to have a chance of encountering him, you'll need to run the dungeon on at least Elite 1 or higher. Now, I didn't have any problems getting the recipe to drop, but that may not be the case for you. So you may need to farm Scallion a bit in order to get it to drop. Obviously, the higher the difficulty you run the dungeon on, the better your chances. Once you do get the recipe to drop, you'll find that you'll need to go and get 5 Mauryan Turtles, 3 Shining Amethysts, and 30 Familiar Orbs in order to craft the mark. So let's start off with the first thing on our shopping list, the Mauryan Turtle. These, of course, can be found at Mauryan Lake in the Hakanas Highlands, specifically in the northern and the western parts of the lake. Oh my, this feels so nostalgic. I really like how they keep earlier parts of the game relevant throughout progression. So these guys don't have any prerequisites. You can just hop on and hope you don't fail. Well, let's be honest. The chances of you failing at this level are pretty darn low. Awesome. Alright, let's hop off. And let's seal this guy up. Perfect. The next item on our shopping list, the Shining Amethyst, is really going to test your perseverance. The reason for that has to do with the current state of the game. A lot of people have already out-leveled Parnas Coast, so there's no supply of this stuff on the market. That means you're going to have to go out and farm it yourself, and oh boy, does this stuff have a low drop rate. In order to obtain it, you're going to have to mine amethysts. The best way I found to do that was to start at the garrison fort and follow this path up into the pirate hideout. I found 5 amethysts to mine, one here where I am right now, a second one here, a third one here, a fourth one here, and a fifth one here. However, like I said, be prepared because it has a very low drop rate and will most likely take you a very long time. Okay, so I now have all the materials that I need. 5 Mauryan Turtles all sealed up, 3 Shining Amethysts, and 30 Familiar Orbs. So, time to craft this mark. It is also possible to obtain the mark from Cole, the Bindercoin merchant. He's located in the Victory Plaza in Hakane's Crossing. Now that I have a mark to Tame Lahav, I am back in Cavern of the Vale at the Cult Barracks. There are 12 Lahavs spread out around this area. Notice that I am playing the dungeon on the Elite difficulty as this area is not accessible on story mode. Perhaps the easiest Lahav to find is the one that's right behind me. This one can easily be lured back to the entrance where it can be safely tamed. If you're going to be taming any of the Lahavs down in the water, I highly recommend taking out any Agul warriors around it, as the Lahavs will move around quite a bit during the taming process. So I've opted to go and tame one of the Lahavs down in the water. I've already cleared out all the surrounding Aguls, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start lowering this Lahav's health. They're pretty resilient and pretty fast for a turtle. Okay, I think that's enough. Awesome. And we have tamed Lahav. Alright, let's take a quick look at its skills. It gets bitter cold resistance, a passive that increases physical resistance, a buff that increases evasion, and a stun attack. And if I were to go and seal it up, it would provide constitution and physical defense. And that is everything you need to know to tame Lahav in Parna's Coast. This has been Sorvesteon. Don't forget to click like and subscribe to my channel for more videos for Riders of Icarus. Until next time, take care and have fun.